Let's hope we have some good luck. Oh, that's not a good sign. Okay, we've got another white code card, but that's filled me last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. For our energy today, I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess. Fating. It's gonna be fating. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm so excited. That's my second guess. I've got correct. Second guess. Nice. Got nice fating. Energy here. Next we have Gutsy Pickaxe. Ooh, this item card is actually really nice. Gutsy Pickaxe. And we have a trainer card. We have Zizu. She's quite cool. I like her. Next up. Girlia. So cute. So cute. I love this. I love the colors of the background. These little flowers. Kind of looks like water though. There are flowers. There's like stars dropping out of the sky. She is so pretty. I love this. I love the colours and the way she's been drawn. This kind of thick outline surrounding her. That is adorable. I love that. Next we have Evie. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I love this Eevee card. Just chilling in the middle of the woods, curled up for a little nap with the flowers. That's gorgeous. So pretty. Eevee. Next we have Heracross. Oh, this is actually really sweet. Look at that little smile. That little smile on his face. Got a little kind of forest scene, but then you're peeking out into the mountain range in the background as well. Heracross. Kind of looks like he's sneaking about in the woods as well. I love these little fireflies flying about, adding a little bit of glow. This is actually really pretty. I love that background. That backdrop is so nice. Next up we have Daddy Ursa. I mean, come on. Literally one of the cutest Pokemon. The moon's even matching his face. Look at that, twins. Little stars sparkling around. Yeah, he's climbing the roof, I think, of this building. He needs to stop that. Oh, he's adorable though. Yes, it's too cute. Oh, Mantine. This is gorgeous. Look at that backdrop. A little bit of a sunset jumping out of the water, and then we have that Relicanth. I think that's his name. Another little fish Pokemon. Either I have another card where they are in it, or I have this card. But I swear he appears in another card that I have. Maybe it is this card. Either way, very obviously Evie's adorable. And then Teddy Ursa. Honourable mentions would be the Heracross and the Mantine for their backgrounds mainly. And I like that there's another Pokemon in this one, but so let's get into the video. Today I'm doing a get ready with me. I honestly really love filming these videos because they're nice and chatty. sometimes, depending on what other skincare products I was using, would sometimes pill. I've never had pilling with this, and that's like a big game changer. So that's my skincare, and I'm gonna put some lip balm on. This isn't actually a lip balm, but that's what I have been using it as for the longest time. I got this for my psoriasis. This is the Bauman's Skin Salvation. I definitely talked about this in my last one because I'm like a chronic lip biter and lip picker. I spoke about this last time as well. My hands just tear my lips apart. It's the worst habit ever. But no joke, this Bauman's Skin Ointment Skin Salvation is heaven in a tub. This is so good. I remember buying this, and this was like a splurge because it's a small family-owned business. But it is so worth it. I've literally almost finished this tub, and like I will purchase this again once I finish it. That's how good this is. And this, I've had this like definitely, it's expired, but I don't really care if my stuff says it's expired. That's probably really bad, but like, and then this is just the little tub of Vaseline that I put on top. Yeah, that combination has literally saved my lips. So, little honourable mention for the glossybam.com. I'm still kind of obsessed with this stuff. I think this is maybe like my third tube of this, but they did change the formula, and I honestly cannot tell if this is the old formula. I don't think it is, but because I use it in tandem with my Bauman's and Vaseline, I can't tell. When I tried the new formula, it was just drying in my lips. Like, they were soft for a little bit, and then they would just eventually dry out and crack. But my lips don't really get a chance to do that right now. Then we have my Charlotte Tilbury. That doesn't look like Charlotte Tilbury because it is so rubbed off. I've only had this for about a year. I think I ordered this like this time last year, and it's about time for me to get another one. I think it's definitely running out. But the fact that this has been my main face product and it's lasted me a year, that's unbelievable. Genuinely unbelievable. I love this. I know it's not technically supposed to be used as like a foundation, but that's what I use it as. Because unless I'm having like a really bad skin week, I've actually been preferring like a kind of more natural base for my makeup than I used to. but I just procrastinate so bad when it comes to like actually making decisions. So I have been thinking and contemplating buying things for a month, but I've not been buying things until like the past couple of weeks. So yeah, I feel like Christmas has just completely snuck up on me this year though. Like, how is it Christmas already? And I am going to like an event at New Year and I don't even have a dress or anything, like it's quite fancy. And I don't have anything to wear. I don't have anything to wear. I've not been to anything fancy in like the longest time, so I don't even have like a backup option. So I'm basically screwed if I don't order anything anytime soon. I also showed you guys a pair of boots that I got recently. Leather boots. I used them in one of my like leather tapping videos recently, and I wore them for the first time and the heel broke. It broke. It was kind of like the weirdest like luck ever though, because it didn't happen when I was out wearing the shoes. I literally just stepped foot back into my house and my foot like slipped. I thought I just slipped on the like wood floor, and then I realised when I tried to like walk on it the heel was no longer attached to the sole of the shoe, so that was no fun. Just using my dry beauty blender to blend that a little bit more. What should I do next? I'm maybe gonna go back in with a little bit more bronzer, just because after I've done that I feel like it kind of blends everything out a little bit over here, so mainly on the cheekbone. I think I want to do a video on like all of my favourites of 2025. Like currently I am watching Physical Asia, and it's on Netflix, so if you've not watched it you need to get involved because it is my obsession. I got my boyfriend into watching it as well, because I watched season 1 of Physical 100 and absolutely loved it. Then I got him to watch season 2 with me, and it is so good. Like, as someone who wasn't really into sports growing up, but has since kind of fell in love with like going to the gym and working out and moving my body, I find it so fascinating watching all these super fit people and like what all of their specialties are, how all of them differently train, but like they all are so good at certain things. It's so fascinating to me. I just absolutely love it. If you have not tried to watch it, because you don't even need to be someone who goes to the gym and enjoys working out, you will absolutely get hooked. It is like you end up rooting for people, and yeah, so Physical Asia is basically a bunch of Asian countries all competing against each other, and it is so entertaining. I said to my boyfriend, I can imagine now based on how hooked and invested I am in certain groups and certain characters, I can understand why people who've like followed football their whole lives love it to the degree they do, because I was like on the edge of my seat during one of the challenges. I was like, this is serious business, and I've not even been watching it my entire life, you know. So I have a new appreciation for people who have been involved with football and any kind of sport their entire life. But I think that's genuinely one of my favourite things of the year. Is I guess I think Physical 100 season 2 came out at the start of the year, or was it late last year? I can't remember, but either way, Physical Asia has been like one of my favourite things. It's so much fun. This is the translucent baking powder I use for watched it a bunch of times. The characters are so good and the storyline is amazing. The animation is so great and it's got beautiful artwork. So I was like, why the hell has this not been continued? Why? Why does this happen to so many great animes? But we're finally gonna get a season 2 and I'm so excited. Like, the wait has finally paid off. It's finally paid off. This is my L'Oreal Bronzed Paradise bronzer. This is the like subtlest bronzer ever. It's not too orange either, which is nice. Then let's do brows. I can't remember if the last time I made one of these, I maybe hadn't been plucking my brows. I've kind of been leaning more into my like skinny brows. I wanted for the longest time like big bushy brows because they are stunning and they are kind of still the trend, but I feel like a lot more people are embracing skinny brows again. But for the longest time I was wanting my brows to grow out and to have big bushy gorgeous brows, but it's literally not in the cards for me. Like, I didn't get my eyebrows done for years and they just stayed the same. They just stayed the same. So I've just kind of started embracing it. Embracing skinny brows. And I really like it, to be honest. I do think it's like a minuscule difference that I've done that no one has really noticed. I mean, I showed my mum after I'd done them and she was like, oh, I don't see a difference. And I was like, oh, okay. It's probably for the best though. That they're not notably different. But now I'm gonna use some brow gel. My Colour Lash and Brow Mascara. I only use it on my brows, that's why it's like kind of tinted with my brown eyebrow pencil. And I have quite unruly brows, so they kind of go a bit everywhere. I really need to like use an eyebrow gel or they will fly away in all different directions. I have some really scary pictures from when I was in high school and like trying to do the big chunky brows when you have brows that are literally naturally this thin. Not a good look. Not a good look. And I look back with deep regret. Now I'm just doing my classic highlighter on the eyelid. I have been using this. Oh look, it's me. It's me. This sleek makeup palette. And I also put it on my nose and my cupid's bow. Like that. For my inner corner. I use this to make my eyes look a bit brighter. It's like not that big a difference, but unfortunately lost my favourite lip liner. But these NYX lip liners are my favourite. This one